Everybody, let's look into Mrin. Mrin is a stock which today has seen massive gains, up by 61.8% in market hours. Now that the market has closed in after hours so far, we're coming down by about 3.5%. Obviously, that is nothing in comparison to the gains that we have made today. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what I am anticipating going forwards, giving a few of my personal thoughts and opinions on this stock as we do move into the future, because I do have a few opinions on this stock and what I would personally be doing if I was looking to buy this stock or if I did own it. Bear in mind, guys, this is just my personal opinion. I do need to stress that at every single video for my safety and yours as well. Do not listen to what I say as advice. Do not listen to what I say as fact. This is nothing more than another opinion. It's not guaranteed to be right. It's just what I personally think. Do your own research. Make sure you are informed as to the risk. And of course, if you do that, you shall be fine. But just do your own research, like I said, and look into these things I should say, for yourself and be completely informed. Now I have said that though, we are going to jump into the video and look at Mrin. We're going to start off by what we are seeing over here on these simple charts, just to explain the moves that we have seen throughout the day. So on the 1-day chart, we can see what has happened. Basically, 9:32 up until about 10 AM, we have been seeing a decline in price. So I'm assuming this one had a very good pre-market hours, obviously, as you can see down here, or even post hours yesterday. So really, from yesterday into today, you know, whether it be post-market hours or pre-market hours, really strong push upwards, you can see. And this brought us from a price on Tuesday up here of about $5.58 all the way up to this price up here in the $8-9 range. You know, from the highs. So really good things that we saw for today. Now, one thing that I do find interesting is that obviously on the 1 day, the stock is consolidating in this range. You know, we are staying above the $8 mark for the most part, which is very good. You know, we're even remaining in the $9 mark for the most part of the day as well, which is also pretty good. So we're going to talk about this a bit more in a moment as well. But really, big pushes up today. I know a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are talking about Mrin. A lot of different opinions going around. Is this the next short squeeze play? And what should we be doing with this stock? Well, of course, nobody can say for sure, but what we can do is look at what has happened in the past and share a few opinions. And for this, I'm going to quickly zoom out to the 6-month chart and look at the movements that we have seen with Mrin in the past. Now, I do remember this, you know, back in June of 21, so of course this year, we had big pushes up to $20 and above, as you can see. Now, yeah, it went all the way up there, and it did slowly and steadily fall back down. So yes, this stock has seen highs in this year, actually, significantly higher than where we are right now. So, you know, it is possible that we could move up that high in the future. I do not think it is impossible, but you know, whether that is going to happen and what I would do with this stock is kind of different. You know, I mean, I'm a bit ambivalent as to say whether this one is a buy or a sell for many reasons, but we'll get into that once we do the technical analysis. I'll share all of my opinions at the end, but first we'll have a look at how the stock has been moving on the technical charts, and then I'll share my opinions as I mentioned. So the 1-day chart is looking okay. Like I said, massive jump up from yesterday's hours into today. You can see that moving average is having trouble to catch up in the morning, but it was very easy for it to catch up for the rest of the day. So we're finishing almost exactly on the moving average. The moving average is on about 920. We are sat at about 921 share price wise. So you know, we're very close to that right now, as you would expect. The MACD pretty neutral. Again, this is because we haven't seen anything for the majority of the day. And the RSI has had a lot of time to cool off on the 1 day, sat now at 51, which is literally 1 point away from neutral, so I am very happy with that as well. Now on the 5-day chart, we can see that massive push up on the moving average, but yeah, even there on the 5-day, it is still quite close to where we are, which is good. We have seen a MACD trend, which is neutral now, after pushing up extremely high this morning, as you would expect. And now the RSI has cooled off as well, back down to 54. Again, guys, 50 is neutral, 54 is nothing to worry about in my opinion at all. But when we see this data start to change out here is on the 1 month, where we see that the moving averages have an absolute, you know, immense difficulty catching up, as you may expect from this big push. We are seeing a volume for today of 143.94 million according to Yahoo Finance over here. You can see that. We can see that the MACD is massively bullish now, as we have had this big spike. You would expect that as well. Down here we are seeing an RSI trend of 69, which is quite close to being overbought in my opinion. But yeah, let's now talk about what I am anticipating with Mrin going forwards. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, have we seen pushes like this in the past? Yeah, absolutely we have. We have seen a big push up, earlier this year actually. I did go on for a while, as you can see, back in the June to July period. So you know what? The price has been up there in the past. However, would I buy this stock right now? I personally would not buy this stock, and there are a few reasons for that. I think yes, this one does have that potential to go higher. I think it's not impossible, and yes, if I was looking to buy this stock, which I personally am not, but if I was looking to buy this for whatever reason, I would leave it a day or two just to see what happens. For two simple reasons. Whether the stock price is going to push higher or not, I will leave you to decide that for yourself, but I personally think even if we are going to see a push higher, which is not impossible, I think we are going to see a potentially small to medium dip before that does happen. So I think that tomorrow definitely could be a day of sell-off after being up by over 60%. I would not be surprised at all if this stock does see a bit of a sell-off tomorrow, so I wouldn't be too concerned. But again, would I buy this stock at the current price? I personally would not. I don't see this one as so much of a short squeeze play, just my opinion. Again, on Twitter, Jim Cramer, as you saw me scrolling through his Twitter feed at the beginning of the video, he actually referred to this earlier in the day as a pump and dump stock. Now, he said that apes are pumping and dumping this stock, apes being, of course, the people behind GME and AMC. I think when Jim Cramer says these things, when he surmises these different opinions, I think I do not believe it is the apes that are pushing this price up. I think that the apes are solemnly stuck to AMC and GME. But I think, yeah, there is a big push happening now with this stock, and of course a lot of other stocks which people see as a quote-unquote short squeeze stock. And some of these potential short squeeze stocks, yeah, there is real, potential there to see a big squeeze. And I think even here on MRIN, as I mentioned, there is potential, in my opinion, to see a push higher. But for me, I think the risk is just a bit high at the moment. If the price was to dip quite a bit from where it is right now, coming back down to the 8s, maybe even the 7s, I would see this as more of a potential buy if I was looking to enter this investment. But for me personally, I think the risk is a little bit high as of the time being. Now, as I always say in these videos, guys, if the data changes, if the circumstances change, of course my opinion is going to change. I'm not going to be bearish just for the sake of being bearish. I'm not going to be bullish just for the sake of being bullish. I'm trying my best to be logical in my opinion. Obviously we all have our own investment strategies. I'm just saying that for me, at the moment, MRIN is not a buy just because the price has exploded so much. So could we see a bit of a push up tomorrow? I don't think it's impossible at all. Again, ultimately, I think we are going to potentially see a bit of a drop, if not later this week, potentially into the early part of next week. I do hope that's not the case. I hope this one continues to rocket, but we will just have to see. Either way, guys, if you do like this video, I will make another one on MRIN. Just remember, I am not bashing the stock. I'm not hating the stock. I just think that we need to be realistic. As I have said many times before, there is bullish, there's bearish, and somewhere in the middle, there is the truth. Now, of course, the truth is not necessarily neutral in the middle, 50-50. Sometimes it's more bullish, sometimes it's more bearish. But for me, I just think at the moment, MRIN is not the best buy. And again, that could change depending on what we see going forwards into tomorrow. But like I said, I will update you guys constantly if it is something that you do want to see. So I hope you did enjoy the video. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye. Well, thank you for watching through till the end. But let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.